was just that, and quiet and easy to drive. Perfect.
One of the things that's great about having someone like Piero is when we were growing up, I'm sure almost everyone here on the field at one time or another dreamt about being, in a family that built cars. And what would it have been like what would it have been like to be in his young 20s, chasing all the beautiful Italian women, and then chasing something else? So you had a very interesting encounter when you were driving one of these, if memory serves me correctly.
Yes, what are you talking about? My wife?
No. I'm talking about when you got in a race with a 400 Super America on the auto show.
Oh yeah, that became my hobby. When I was driving, but this guy had something else to do over. My hobby was to chase. I don't know why. I didn't like Ferrari. I never liked it. Because they were promising a lot, were not delivering a lot. And so my idea was always to follow them and push them until they gave up, because they were very difficult to drive. So the people got tired. Or perhaps another guy, a Super American Ferrari, blew up the engine, and so I stopped and I told him he has a beautiful dog inside, etc. And I said, I can take you to some place, and I took him there. And when I was going out to the highway, another Ferrari went through, and I was with my mother, saying, we missed this one. And so after the guy, when we finished, he told me, who are you? I didn't say my name because I was a little bit embarrassed for what I said. So I gave the name of my brother-in-law, and he received a beautiful letter saying thank you very much and so on. And he didn't understand it because I never told that to my brother-in-law until he called me. What does he think about this guy from Ferrari? So that was one. I did many of these episodes. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And then you were making 4-seat cars.
Yes.
And then you went into the 2-seat market with the Grifo, which the prototype was shown in 1963, and that car is sitting over in the East Service. And then they took about 18 months to engineer the car for production. Why did you go into the 2-seat market?
We need a more sexy car. We presented this car just to have more attention on the marketing. And after we found there is a certain request. But we never believed too much in this car, so we never did all the mold and all the tooling that we did for the other one, that we were producing in certain numbers. But it was very successful. We need some sexy. At that point, after came out Maserati with the Ghibli, and so it started a period of this very beautiful 2-seat sports car in Italy, and we were right in the middle of that. And that car did very well. We did never expect for two small seat cars to do so well.
So it's much like the Lamborghini era, that they only expected to sell about 50 or something like that, and so it was a single year agreement.
Yes.
And then, if memory serves me correctly, your first year with the whole year of production, which was 1966, you made almost 100. Perfect. This one here could have, this is a Grifo GL. It had a top speed, if you had the 365 horse engine in it, of about 160 miles an hour. But at that time in Italy, there was a bit of, for lack of a better term, a top speed war going on. Am I correct? And what did you hear about that everyone was so interested in speed? Was it customers telling you that? Was it, were you hearing out at parties, or how did you know that?
There was a lot of bets going on. For instance, we were going up and down from Torino very often because we were doing some party in Torino, and the idea was how many minutes did you take to go to Torino and come back. I remember one night I had a party with Piero Rivolta, and in Torino I came back with my wife, and I was quite tired, and I said, we have to go to bed as fast as we can. So it took 31 minutes to go 130 kilometers. And after this started the race, everybody was going from Turin and back.